very quickly and sharply. Okay. So certainly a fantastic avenue for a great editorial, and one that literally wakes us up.
This is our society,
right?
And it will take me and you. That's why I always watch Johnny's Bite.
The general watches Johnny's Bite
every day.
Thank you very much.
And it's devoid of insults, but straight to the point, factual and fearless.
What he seeks to do is to bring attention to some of the ills or some of the problems that we have, and even though it's often very spicy, I was telling him that he could add some ketchup on the side.
Oh, you should add some ketchup. It's too hot for you, eh?
Too hot.
I don't get surprised when people criticize you, but I think you are doing a good job.
Thank you, sir.
And don't at all think about what people will say. Continue with the objective work that you are doing, and definitely it will help this nation, because you are not doing it for yourself, but what Ghanaians cannot say is what you are saying.
Charlie, no be joke. The pressure people like Johnny can give you.
No.
You no get grey hair, you go get grey hair.
I'm innocent.
And that's what I'm saying, that the pressure Johnny and his people, the pressure they can give you, you no get grey hair, you go get. So your best bet is not to have hair.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Hasbanallah wa ni'mal wakeel. The Lord is my light, my salvation. Whom shall I fear? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup runneth over, and surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Johnny's Bite. It's Thursday. Good morning. Trust you're fine. Yesterday, I heard a lot of people talking about the collaboration that the Ghana Statistical Service and the Commission for Human Rights and Administrative Justice, RAJ, had put together that corruption report, and everybody was talking about it. People were actually surprised, and I told them I am not the least surprised at all. I am not surprised at all at the findings that have happened. You remember that sometime 2, 3, maybe 4 years ago, or maybe 3 years ago, I think it was in 2019, the Center for Democratic Development said that the government had been engaged in corruption to the tune of 9 billion. You remember that? The government said that was not true. But the government failed to tell us what their figures are, because the government cannot tell us that they are as clean as a whistle. So when somebody says, oh, you're wearing blue, like I'm wearing today, and then you say, oh, I'm not wearing blue, you should be able to render the color or give the color that you're wearing. The government just said it is not true what the Center for Democratic Development had said, but the government could not give us their own figures. And mind you, it is the same Center for Democratic Development that had, done all their work in the past that the government then in opposition had hinged on to accuse the previous government of corruption. Today, when you talk about corruption, you are told that it is a perception index. It is not the reality. But in the past, we didn't know that it was a perception index, and it is the reality. That's the level of lack of candor that we have in this country. So I was not surprised at all that we're told that 5 billion cedis were paid in bribes to public officials. 5 billion. What that means is that you have a duty or you have some business to perform with the state institution. But you have to pay your way through, even though you are not doing anything illegal. And for me, that's strange and worrying. We have a Ghana card, we have a biometrics taken, we have a paperless system. We say, fix the system. They say, fix yourselves. Now it is coming to light that the system is faulty and the people are faulty. Who has been corrupting them? The people. And I'll demonstrate to you in a bit some conversation that was held on this very network 3 years ago. I'll play that for you. Now, is it not surprising that more than a quarter of adults, representing 26.7%, had paid bribes in the last 12 months preceding the survey in 2021, particularly in 2021? They have paid bribes. So the report, as I was looking at it yesterday, indicated also that bribe payers paid an average of 5 bribes in 12 months. 1 year, 5 bribes. A representation of 0.98% bribes paid by adults in 2021. That means that more than 17.4 million bribes were paid. Totality of the amount is 5 billion bribes that we had paid. Now look at it. Contact with public officials, 83.8% of adult population. Percentage of population who paid bribes, 26.7%. That's it to corruption. And I'm saying that these days, you hardly hear about corruption in this country because the word has become so muted. And you can check the speeches. If you like, pick that of the president, that of the vice president, that of ministers of state, that of state institution bosses. 5 billion paid in bribes, 17.4 billion number of bribes paid in 2021. The amount of bribes, 5 billion. The number of times, 17.4 million. And this is real time. Now, where is the word corruption in our public conversation? Where is it? And what indeed is corruption? Because if the same metrics that were used in the past to determine that this is corruption is now not the metrics that are being used now, we should have a few problems to ask. Now, who's topping the chart? Ghana Police Service. The Ghana Police Service is topping the chart. 53.2%. And I know you are not surprised that the Ghana Police Service is leading the charts. Ghana Immigration Service officers, 37.4%. GRA Customs officers, 33.6%. Lands Commission, 32.4%. Driver Vehicle Licensing Authority, 29.5%. Passport Agency officials, 29.0%. Prosecutors, judges, and magistrates, ANASIBO, 22.3%. National Intelligence Bureau, 21.2%. National Road Safety Authority, 17.8%. Prison officials, 17%. NMDA officials, 12.7%. GRA tax or revenue officers, 12.7%. Members of the armed forces, SOJA, 10.3%. Welfare officers, social welfare, 10.3%. Embassy, consulate officers, 10.1%. Public utility officers, 9.5%. Teachers, lecturers, or professors, 9.5%. Doctors and nurses and midwives, 7.9%. Executive branch of government, 5.6%. Elected local government representatives, 4.3%. Social security officials, 3.8%. Other health workers in public hospitals, 3.3%. Elected government representatives, 2.9%. Keep it there. You see this list, and you see the distribution. It only tells you that the state, the system, is faulty. Because all of these ones are supposed to be institutions of the state. Some say they are not surprised that the police is leading the charge. I am not surprised, and I don't think that the police is trying too hard to change that perception about themselves. So I am not surprised at all. And that is not to suggest that all policemen are corrupt, because I know some very, very, very good and professional policemen. But come to the second layer, immigration. Have you wondered why these days when you talk to young people, all of them suddenly want to become immigration officers or they want to go to customs? Have you wondered why? Now they are not looking for police jobs. They are not looking for prison jobs. When you talk to young people these days, they all want to become police, immigration officers and then customs officers. And these days, sometimes you see some of them in uniforms and you wonder how they went through the training, because they look like that. When we went to cover the elections, you saw some of the policemen, they brought like that. But this one, how did this one pass the height test? How did this one pass the, you're looking at the person and say, so this one, if trouble breaks, is this the person who will go and face it? But how does this happen? Passport officials, they are there. DVLA. I came to praise DVLA not so long ago. But this one, we must talk about it. Because the way DVLA is structured now, everything looks, in a certain digitalized way. So how is it happening? Who are the people in there? And you see, when you give somebody a gift, there's a difference between a gift and then there's a difference between corrupting the individual. They're two different things. If somebody finishes doing something for you and you say, oh, boss, what you have done, I like. You have actually made my life easier, or you have done work that has impressed me, so take. That's a different ball game altogether. But where the person demands that give me A so that I can give you B, that's where the problem is. Danny, hold on to this. We'll come back to this particular one. Take me to 3 years ago, where Mr. Kofi Boakye of the Ghana Police Service sat down with Mr. Kwesi Pratt on TV3's Hot Issues. These days is no longer on air. Listen to it carefully, that conversation. Enjoy.
Special but very important. CDD, Afrobarometer report, all of that. They are always citing the police as being amongst the most corrupt. How come? Is it true?
The point is that what is corruption? We have to posit the corruption in the right context. Is it the giving of money?
Or the taking of money?
Or taking of money. That is an infinitesimal aspect of corruption. What about nepotism? What about favoritism? What about patronage? What about clanism? For instance, now, I've seen your people. A policeman arrests TV3 car. They call me, oh, Commander, we've been arrested, though. Why? Oh, we don't have insurance, we don't have property. I said, let me talk to the boy. Oh, Papa, oh, they are my people, leave them. Is that not corruption? People going from maybe CDD, you know somebody, you want your son to be recruited. You go and see somebody because you are a professor. They say, oh, Prof, bring him. He's recruited. Without going through the merits, without going through sun in the sun, he's recruited. And so many other things. So what kind of methodology? What was their point of reference? And that's my problem. And between me and you, if now we go and interview people at the harbor alone, they will have who is more corrupt there.
Exactly.
When we go and interview teachers or people who want to be admitted, JSS, you know who is more corrupt. But you know, police, among all the works, police, we are the interface between the law and the public. Is that right? Mm-hmm. And they see us more. Policemen are always on the road. And even the police corruption they're talking about is only on the roads, the MTU, which we have accepted that is bad. Mm-hmm. But who gives them the money? Quite apart from that, traditionally, culturally, our system endorses corruption. Look at all our proverbs. On searching your da on tafre, and you boy kutim. On searching your da, on searching your da. This one saying, "Diabatabu ani tuekana." A sene katrema poko. No one says on them. Obi pabia kokotokwa enyana bro. Are these not corrupt proverbs? Therefore, we have to look at our own culture. So saying that police is corrupt is so easy. Because these are the people you see outside. Who else do you see outside? And let's also look at the quantum. One man's corruption can dupe the country for about $10 million.
Can kill thousands of people.
Yes. And police corruption, one city. So is it the quantum or the numbers? And is it because we are always on the... So I have a problem with the CDD, Afrobarometer, because the sample size, the context in which corruption is defined should also be made to us. So that we look at nepotism, patronage, and all those things, join them together, combine them with the money collection, and let's...
That's COP Nathan Kofi Boakye. And you see the perspective he brought to the conversation. That even from a traditional standpoint, we're corrupt. Somebody is asking, oh, why are journalists not part of the list? If they had asked questions about journalists, I'm sure they would have gotten the metrics. I'm sure if they have gotten into churches to ask about pastors who preach that people have to be righteous, have to be on the right path, and the pastors announce mobile money numbers and do not actually go and declare to the GRA that this is how much I've gotten from it. Because it's a different matter if somebody is giving you, and pastors receive gifts in this country. Do they pay gift tax? In fact, our own National Cathedral, with all the brouhaha happening, with all the big men of God on it, and I'm surprised they didn't feature. Brouhaha, all the conversations about National Cathedral and how much we had spent money on it without going to cabinet, without going to parliament to go and spend the people's monies on. And now we are being told that, oh, those were gifts, and the conversations about the ownership of the cathedral and why our Attorney General is there as secretary to the owners of it and all of those. And those conversations have died. Did the National Cathedral Secretariat pay any gift tax? If they indeed receive gifts, did they pay gift tax? These are the men of God. They should be leading us to a certain direction. So who? Because we know that both the giver and the taker of bribe are responsible. They are equally wrong before the law. So now how is it that as a nation, how are we able to amend our ways? Because rehashing the problem every now and then is not helping us. Rehashing the problem every now and then is not helping us. So we need to, all of us are included, all of us are involved. We all need to at some point pause and reflect. We are happy when they say, oh, Ghana is the second most peaceful country in Africa. Oh, we are happy. Ghana, when we were enjoying world press freedom, until recently when we dropped so hard that even that one, we are finding reason to explain and defend and say why there is press freedom and that the index suddenly is lying. That is also another portion of corruption. But corruption, we usually look at corruption only from the point of view of the political class and from financial corruption. But I tell you, there are many different kinds of corruption that you have no idea about. Your pastor preaches to you in church. When you have trouble, you call your pastor to pray for you. When you want money, you go to your church to go and collect help. But when it is time for you to pay your tithe, you find another spiritual father somewhere to go and give him money. That's corruption. Your pastor preaches for you. Your pastor takes care of you. Your pastor prays for you. When you want money, you go to your pastor. When you don't have food to eat with your children, you go there. When you want counseling, you go there. But when you finish and it is time for you to pay your tithe for your pastor to be able to get some to pay his electricity and water bills, then you take it to another person you call Papa, spiritual father. Onyamiehu. Then look for that KK Kabobo song. Onyamiehu. We'll play all of it for everybody today. And so, Danny, bring back the list while you look for the song. Bring back the list. Let's go over the list quickly again. Ghana Police, good morning to you. Ghana Immigration Service, good morning to you. Customs, good morning to you. Lands Commission, good morning to you. And that is the Lands Commission bit that even melts my heart. You know, when you buy a portion of land in this country, you usually will go to the Lands Commission to go and check the title and the deed and check if the land actually belongs to the person who is trying to sell it to you and that the ownership belongs to, you know, the person who is trying to give the land to you. Even at the Lands Commission, where we go and check to see if everything is okay, even at the Lands Commission, 32.4%. Abba. DVLA, good morning to you. Passport Office, good morning to you. Chief Justice, good morning to you. NIB, National Investigation Bureau, good morning to you. National Road Safety Authority, good morning to you. Prisons Director General, good morning to you. Honorable Dan Boche, Minister for Local Government and all MMDCs, good morning to you. Reverend Amit Shaddai, GRA, good morning to you. Colonel Damwa, good morning to you. Members of the Armed Forces, CDS, good morning to you. Social Welfare, good morning to you. Your minister is not in town, she's on TikTok. Embassy Consulate Officers, good morning to you. Public Utility Officials, PURC, good morning to you. ECG, good morning to you. Ghana Water, good morning to you. Teachers, lecturers, and professors, good morning to you. 9.5 in Smobeko strike. Doctors, nurses, and midwives, good morning to you. In Smobeko strike. Executive branch of government, Presido, good morning to you. Vice Presido, good morning to you. Chief of Staff, good morning to you. Elected local government representatives, good morning to you. Social security officials, hey, so when the person has worked and the person is now coming to chase his pension or her pension, you collect bribe from those people too. Hey, good morning to you. Other health workers in public hospitals, good morning to you. Elected government representatives, 2.9%. And I mean, elected government representatives, 2.9%. That is what I don't understand. Because the people who give you the bribes within the mining sector, the people who give you the bribe to prospect, the people who give you the bribe to do all those things, clear goods at the port, the people, some of them, they come to tell us privately that this person collected aid. Anyway, let me leave it here. I'm just saying good morning to all of you. Listen to KK Kabobo's song. We'll see you after the break.
NLA 590 Mobile. Today we will discuss how you can win cash by playing 590 on your